The other piece of it is we're assembled by God. And when you look at that, God has put the body together, right? He didn't think, okay, well, I've got a number of people that do this kind of well. Okay, well, I can put enough of them in the church that, we'll have enough coverage for that. No, God calls us to those places and gifts us. Those happen in His mind together. He doesn't select from the available candidates that are, good, bad, or otherwise. He puts us here, and He crafts us and gifts us, and then gives us that opportunity. And that's pretty cool. Because you've got a purpose in that, right? And God's assembled that. And God's assembled not out of who is best for this particular job, but He made you best for that job. So we need to begin to think of each other in that context, right? So that there would be no division in the body, right? We're unified because of that. But that the members would have the same concern for each other. That regardless of what kind of body service God has given you, that we're thinking of you and each other and others as just someone else with a gift. And I think that's a radical concept, because I think sometimes we want to think hierarchically and organizationally, but to think of each other as people with gifts, right? That God has given you because He wills so. And then put us together, that we should not think more highly of ourselves, and think of each other in the same way and have the same concern for each other, right? Because if one member suffers, all the members suffer with it, right? That's where the unity comes in, good or bad. If one member is honored, all the members rejoice with it. One of my organs was suffering quite badly a couple of days ago, and I'll tell you, I was able to determine empirically that this is true. When my guts aren't working well, my whole body suffered. And in fact, my family suffered because of it. And hopefully that doesn't end the sermon prematurely. There's a professor in school who'd said, above all else, defend your thesis, do whatever. Don't throw up in the chalk trays. That's verboten, right? So I use that, I've got Galatians here too, just that reminder, that God chose us and sees us. I think He sees us probably more equally than we imagine, right? Because He's gifted us and assembled us, not because of who we are, but because of who He is. Galatians 3:28, there's no Jew or Greek, no slave or free, male and female, since you are all one in Christ Jesus. And together we suffer, or together we're honored, right? That's a beautiful thing.